When it comes to American Airlines, I've recently given them a little bit of a hard time. This isn't to say that the products and the service and all that aren't good at all. They are good. I just feel a little bit guilty that I've compared them and stacked them up against superior products. So I did my review on the American Airlines First Lounge in Heathrow Terminal 3, compared it to Cathay Pacific's First Lounge, which probably isn't fair. But I did it anyway. And the Cathay Pacific Lounge was fantastic and better than American Airlines. That doesn't mean American Airlines Lounge was bad at all. It just means it wasn't as good. And sticking on the themes of lounges, I've used a couple of their domestic lounges in the States recently, an interchange at Dallas and coming back from Phoenix. Oh, these were pretty rough. In fairness, I do think actually I said the product's good, but certainly these two were awful. The Dallas one was just heaving, nowhere to sit, and I ended up just walking straight out. It was that terrible. The one in Phoenix wasn't quite so busy, but it was very, very small, and the food was substandard. And I once again actually left early to go to the gate. I was actually, in fairness, the flagship lounge in Dallas coming back was pretty good, and I'd say it's probably on a par with the first lounge in Heathrow Terminal 5 of British Airways. Maybe I'll do a review on that one day. Anyway, let's get back to it. And to compound things, I also did a head-to-head between American Airlines Business Class and British Airways Business Class, which you can watch here if you really so desire, where British Airways just edged it. So once again, American Airlines lost. Now, I have nothing against American Airlines whatsoever, but I thought, you know what, let's try and be fair. So coming back recently from Atlanta, we flew through Terminal 3. Now, usually we fly through Heathrow Terminal 5, so we use the BA Lounge. Now, I've reviewed the BA Arrivals Lounge here. It's quite a mixed bag. I do like it, but there's some bits and bobs I'm not overly keen about. But this time, we got to use American Airlines Arrivals Lounge in Heathrow Terminal 3. Now, wow, I have to say, this was absolutely great. I love this lounge, and it was better than BA's lounge. So there you go, American Airlines, I'm giving you the win. But if you don't believe me, join me as I wander through the Arrivals Lounge at Heathrow Terminal 3 for American Airlines. To gain access to this swanky lounge, you need to be flying in Flagship First, Business Plus, or Business. Is it an A Advantage, Executive Platinum, or Platinum Pro status, concierge? I have no idea what I'm talking about because I don't know anything about the American Airlines loyalty scheme. But if you're a spiky Brit like me, then you're flying British Airways. You can be flying in first or business class, or be oneworld Emerald, which is British Airways Gold, to get through the doors in the very first instance. In terms of tracking down the lounge, you come out of the arrivals doors and you head around towards the right. And as you can see from the sign, you have to take the lifts or the elevators, you decide, up to the lounge. I'm sure there's stairs somewhere, but if you've got luggage, you may as well take advantage of the lift. One thing I have noticed about American airline lounges, and this one's no different, is they love a sliding door. So many inching sliding doors. I actually got caught out and missed the sliding door when I went through here to Terminal 3, so I looked a bit stupid. But I always like to pretend I'm a Jedi, do a little hand gesture, moving the door, using the Force, and then getting laughed at when anyone sees me do it. But then I use a Jedi mind trick, and I wipe that anyway. Let's just get on with the review. So you walk into the lovely entrance area, and it's kind of divided into two. On the right hand side are the shower facilities, for which a nice person on the desk will help you out. And on the left is the main seating and dining area. There's also a little storage area just to the back of this main section. Fear not, there is plenty of space for your bags, especially because there was hardly anyone in the lounge whatsoever when we were there, which made it really nice, quiet, exclusive vibe. As you will see when we walk around, the lounge has a very crisp, clean design, fairly modern, but also minimalistic, and I thought that had a particularly interesting kind of ambience to the place. It kind of well, actually, we'll come on to the shower section because that's basically more like a spa. But let's do it one by one. Let's go and check out the eating area first. You have the main hub in the middle of the room and a few different kind of cubby holes either side, including a business centre. And keeping with the simple and effective design, this area had quite a lot of space actually for anyone who did want to use their computers. I also liked the little things in this lounge, all like attention to detail, like some of the artwork, some of the flowers, some of the ornaments. Really was a very well designed space. Righto, let's have a little perusal of this space. There is another one of those quiet type areas on the right hand side there. And then, of course, you have all the food. As per usual, there is always a pretty good spread on when it comes to American Airlines mainstream flagship lounges. Juice, coffee, breakfast, hot breakfast, sandwiches. You know what to really expect from these things. Actually, one quick aside though, I will say I found this in the American Airlines First Lounge in Heathrow Terminal 3, and this one is the staff are really friendly. Not just really, but they actually talk to you. They'll have conversations and interactions with you. I don't tend to find that's the case in British Airways lounges. You might have a bit of bants with the person on the front desk, but usually most of the staff in there don't really say much beyond "you're welcome" when you say thank you. So another gold star for American Airlines having super friendly staff. Indeed, as with the Heathrow departure lounge, I was offered a la carte service by the staff member. "Do you have a seat, sir? Do you want me to come over and take an order?" "Oh, no, I'm all right." I actually was all right because we flew back first, so I had some fruit for breakfast. So I just had some nibbles. But here's the a la carte options available for you breakfast and lunch. Again, a nice touch that you don't get in the British Airways Arrivals Lounge. I believe you can get your clothes ironed here too, and there is also a conference room, which is great, I suppose, if for business people who want to have a powerful, important meeting to strategically strategize about strategy after a long flight. So, yeah, this seems actually also better suited to business travelers. So AA is A-OK, knocking it out the park thus far. Now let's look at those all important showers. Quick point I forgot to say earlier, which was the lounge opens at 6:30 and closes at 2. When we went up to the lady to ask for a shower room, she said 1:30 is the last entry. So be aware of that. The corridors had a very chic spa-like feel, not like this kind of slightly garish retro 1970s science fiction vibe that you get in the BA lounge. And this superiority for American Airways also oozes into the showers themselves. I have to say, British Airways showers have been well, I was going to say skanky. Some of them in British Airways Lounge are rank. Others are slightly less rank. But oh wow, you know what, BA, hold my beer. Come on, this is just another level. Just have a look at this. Such a nice way to freshen up after a long journey. The cleanliness, the design, and also the design is quite minimalist again. So it seems like a very big space, probably bloody bigger than my bathroom at home, to be honest. But that is such a contrast to British Airways' pokey little box without much in it. Oh, and just look at that shower. It's good enough to shower in, and it was bloody great to shower in. So, this is an absolute winner for me. And all the little details and touches make this a very special place. You have also the decent toiletries to hand. I think with BA, you just tend to get the plunger in the shower, so having a few extra toiletry bits is great. British Airways have never offered me any kind of amenity kit, although they said maybe a shaving kit or a toothbrush. So maybe they do have these fancy pants toiletries around, but I've never seen them. So, yeah, another great victory for American Airlines. I was somewhat perturbed by the strange shaped door, but of course there was a handle on that door, and you open it, and there was a little, I should say, hanging area for clothes. So a special bonus added to things. Oh, and also if you do have some luggage with you, they have one of the great luggage fold-out holders that you get in airport in hotels. So this is just, I can't. I'm not going to say the word perfect, but it's bloody good. So thank goodness I am able to say I've exorcised my American Airlines boogeyman, if that's not a ridiculously mixed metaphor. And I'm able to say I'm able to give them the top billing over Arrival for the first time. So the Arrivals Rivals Lounge, that's quite good. I should have thought of that earlier. Then it gets the nod from me ahead of British Airways, head and shoulders above British Airways. If you are lucky enough to be flying through Heathrow Terminal 3 and a prestigious American Airlines or British Airways passenger, make sure you check out this lounge because I loved it. Good job, American Airlines. I am slowly but surely building up my audience. So if you have listened to this and want to hear a bit more from me on various shenanigans that I get up to, then please do subscribe, like, share, and all that malarkey.